this over with, shall we? Hello. Today we are going to bag, so to speak, the issues of staying out of jail and whatnot while you are sober. The hell. Staying sober means you can stay out of jail, all that good stuff. So don't do stupid stuff and stay sober so you can stay out of jail, all that madness. So what we're going to be doing is just going through some simple stuff here. All right. Number 1. What shall we call this? Shit. Staying sober means staying free. I mean, seems simple enough to me, right? When we stay sober, we're not just avoiding substances. It means that we're choosing our freedom from jail, freedom from trouble, and freedom to live life unburdened by what has been impaired judgment. When you're under the influence, our judgment becomes clouded. We do stupid shit when we are high. Okay. Like examples of things that we just wouldn't do if we were under the influences. Like driving drunk, getting into fights, simping was my problem. I was kind of a simp. Stealing or committing crimes, another dumb thing I did. Sobriety gives us clarity to pause, think, and make better fucking choices. Am I right? Again. Exactly. It's easy to fuck up. Very easy to fuck up when we are fucked up. Sobriety gives us the clarity, the ability to pause, think, and make better choices. I gotta find a way to kind of spread this message with this channel. Looks like we got 3 people watching. But, alright, let's continue. As far as legal consequences, we need to think what the issues with drinking and using drugs means for us. Drugs and alcohol are often directly tied to breaking the law. Common charges include public intoxication or DUI, drug or paraphernalia possession, property crimes, theft, burglary, domestic violence incidences. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, 65% of the U.S. prison population has had an active substance use disorder or was incarcerated for substance-related offenses. Has anyone in this group gotten into legal trouble because of drinking or using? Jail takes away a stance on life, but is a lifesaver for me personally. I never intended to get as screwed up as I did, and I really took it hard. I took it to the bank, and I never thought I would ever do any of those sorts of things. What's at stake when we end up behind bars? Well, here, let's paint a picture of what we're kind of risking when we're not sober. Your freedom, your relationships, career, mental and emotional. As far as freedom goes, you'd lose your time, your choices, and even daily life. Loved ones are hurt, trust is broken, and time with family is lost. I've lost so many jobs. I've had, some fines, and it's hard to start from scratch. The isolation, regret, and guilt weigh heavy in jail and after using. A single bad decision could cost you years of your life. Staying sober helps you avoid that. And even if one is to get sober, your life is never the fucking same. Ever. Why sobriety means staying out of trouble? Sobriety gives us the power to control our actions, emotions, and responses. We need to take responsibility for our lives instead of letting substances control us. Clear thinking means better decision-making capabilities. Without substances impairing judgment, you can weigh the pros and the cons of your choices. If someone disrespects you when sober, you can walk away. If you're drunk or high, that situation might turn into fisticuffs. Coping mechanisms mean you are not using substances to mask pain, trauma, or stress, leading to impulsive actions. And I'll tell you right now, the emotions that you're trying to hide with substances, often when you go down that path, you're left with nothing but that sadness. And you've lost everything else. Sobriety allows you to deal with life's challenges in a healthy way. Therapy and group support, hobbies, and exercise are just a few things I can name. Keeping your word to your loved ones means something. Staying sober rebuilds the trust and helps you present for those who care about you. When we stay sober, we keep promises not just to ourselves but to our family and friends. So, a real life story. How about this? I could have had things a lot more comfortable than they are right now, but addiction cost me literally everything that I had. Now I get to sit here at this table every Saturday at 5 p.m. and complain to 2 or 3 people a week why you shouldn't do drugs and alcohol. So don't be like me. How has drinking and using substances gotten you into the trouble in the past? These are things to remember. What are things that are valuable most that you don't want to lose to jail or to legal trouble? And how has staying sober helped you avoid risky situations. Those are just things to think about. Now, practical tools. Stay connected. Do something like this in a meeting. Stay accountable, and share at least to yourself when you feel like you're going to slip up or something like that. Have a plan for your trigger. Avoid places, people, situations that will tempt you. Build healthy habits. Make new routines. Just find something else to do. And then, if you're tempted, is this worth losing my freedom for? Just something to think about. I personally don't like the fact that I fucked so much shit up. It just really hurts me that I did all this crap to myself. I can go into a little bit deeper on this. Like, most of us don't like, ending up in handcuffs or, while we're under the influence. No one gets high or drunk thinking, I'm going to end up in court or blah, blah, blah for this. And about 3 car accidents in the U.S. involves a driver who was under the influence. More stuff to think about. Fines, court fees, lost jobs, legal bills. They quickly add up. Substance use can drain your finances like mine. I used to make good money. I don't have shit. And the typical DUI, between bail, fines, lawyer, you could be around $10,000 or more. So is that worth it for one night out on the town? I don't think so. What could anyone in us here do with $10,000 instead of wasting it on legal issues? You can hurt you physically, can damage your relationships with family, friends, and everybody else. Even if you have kids or whatever. And a criminal background is not fun, trust me. Where does substances lead people? Well, look at me, for example. Big Nowhere Burger. What lessons has this shit taught me? Well, to be smarter. And something that I regret is not being able to read myself or other people around me better than I did. Sobriety gives you the ability to, slow down and enjoy life before one is to make a bad choice. Now, it's important to keep in mind that, you don't want to get complacent. Instead of reacting with anger or sadness, think of who you can reach out to for support. And find healthy things to keep in your mind, okay? Replace your negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Make sure that you have someone to talk to. Jail is not the type of rock bottom that people think of typically. You lose your control, you're isolated, and the harsh reality of it is you lose your dignity, and having felonies or really bad misdemeanors, they will fuck your shit up. So if you really want to get high and get drunk, just keep in mind that you're risking risking basically a lot of shit. I've spent nights in jail, and it's not fun. Choose sobriety for yourself. Choose sobriety for your family. And live a life that you can be proud of. And I just want to finally say sobriety is more than just staying away from substances. It's about staying free from handcuffs, regret, court fees, court costs, and you can stay out of trouble if you just stay sober. You can stay free. Once again, this was thrown together pretty much at the last minute. I appreciate people coming. Yeah, once again, not too much. And I got a damn migraine, so I'm gonna cut.